All the remaining things, that is Rift Valley or Cold Mountain. Now you are learning about earthquake. Okay. So as you know, first of all, I hope that I am audible to each and everyone. Okay. If yes, write in chat box yes. Okay. Very good. So now students, earthquake means what? Earthquake means the trembling. Earth means ground and quake means trembling. Earth means ground and quake means trembling. So if I ask you what is mean by earthquake? So earthquake means ground trembling. Whenever the sudden shake happens on the ground, when the ground is getting trembling, the earthquake is happening. And it is the one of the sudden movement. Earthquake and volcano, both the disaster happen in the interior of the movements. And because of this, it is also called as a sudden movement. And it is also called as the interior of the earth. Earthquake and volcano both are happening suddenly, and because of this, it is called as sudden movement. So now, all of you know that this is a seismogram. Because of this, you can know about how large the earthquake is, how large the seismic wave is. Now, what is the seismic waves? We will know the seismic waves and their types in this part, okay? So what is the seismic waves? We will see this now. But before that, we should know what is the causes of earthquake. Because earthquake happens because of some causes and because of some reasons. So we should know what are the causes and what are the reasons behind this. So first is moving of the plates. Just look at this figure, students. If my voice is breaking, sit in a proper network, students. Sit in a proper network. Okay. Okay, just look at this. Just wait for 1 minute. Okay, I hope my voice is now clear. Okay, sit in a proper network, students. Okay, just look at this. First causes is moving of the plates. Moving of the plates. What is the moving of the plates? Here the plates means tectonic plate. Now what is the tectonic plates? As everyone knows that, just look at here. Students, I show you one thing. Just for a wait. Okay. Just look at this. Here there is a one plate over there. There is the plate. Now, what is meant by tectonic plate? Tectonic plate means lithosphere. We can tell in a short form, tectonic plate means lithosphere, which is underneath the ocean, which is lies in the underneath the ocean. Now, okay, and it is a layer of a rock, yes. Now just look at this. This is a layer of the land, which is underneath the oceans, okay? Now moving of the plates. Now here the plates are getting moved. They change their direction. After that, the second one is colliding of the plate. Colliding. Now what is meant by colliding? Colliding means whenever, if any, just wait, okay. Whenever the two lands exerting their force on each other, when the two lands exerting force on each other, or whenever the two plates exerting force on each other, It is called as colliding. And because of colliding of the plate, earthquakes are happen. After that, plate sliding one below the other. Now just look at the students on a figure. Here the plate is upper side and here it is a lower side. Whenever the plate is sliding one and other, one is upper side and other is lower side, at that time earthquake is happening. Forming of a fracture in a rock layers and due to tension in the interior of the earth. Now what happened? Forming a fracture in the tension. What does it means? Just look at this. This is a land, this is a plate. Whenever fracture is happen, because of tension, when waves move each other, the plates are getting cracked, the lands is getting cracked. Okay, and because of this, fractures are happen. I hope my voice is clear. 1 minute, students. Just sit in a proper network, students. Okay. Now, occurring of a volcanic eruption. Now, what is the occurring of a volcanic eruption? Whenever, just 1 minute, students. Just wait, students. Okay. Occurring of a volcanic eruption. Occurring of volcanic eruptions means what? Just look at over there. Whenever the earthquakes or volcano occur, whenever the earthquakes occur, because of this, magma come out, and because of magma coming out, the volcanic eruption is also happen because of magma coming out from a land. So I hope till here you understand what is the causes of the earthquake. Focus and epicenter. Focus and epicenter. Now what is meant by focus and what is meant by epicenter? Epicenter means what? The point on the located directly on the earth's surface above the focus of an earthquake. The location where the earthquake begins. Now look at this figure, students, so you understand clearly. Just wait. Just look at here, students. Focus means what? When the earthquake begins. Just look at this. This is the focus where the earthquake started begins. And epicenter. Now what is meant by epicenter? If you want a definition, proper definition of this part, just look at this. Epicenter, where the point of earth, where the point on a earth surface located directly above the focus of an earthquake. Now just look at this, again repeating this part. Okay, now what is meant by focus and what is meant by epicenter? Focus means whenever the earthquake started beginning, wherever the earthquake started beginning. And epicenter, now what is meant by epicenter? Just look at this line. where the earthquake focus on the earth, where the earthquake focus on the earth. So focus is the beginning part, and epicenter is the part where the earthquake happens. Okay. Now we have learned about seismic waves. Now as you know that from volcano, magma come out, similarly from earthquakes, seismic waves are coming out. Because of earthquakes, seismic waves are generated. And because of this, there are the three types of seismic waves. Now, first of all, what is the seismic waves? Whenever any energy from the earthquake, any energies are or any waves are generated, it is called as seismic waves. Now, what are the three types of seismic waves? Primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves. There are the three types, that is primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves. One by one, we will go to the each and every part. Okay, just look over there. First, look at this diagram, students. Okay, just wait. Okay. This is the primary waves. After that, this is the secondary waves. And this is the surface waves. Now, what is the meaning of all these three waves? We will study about this part now, okay? Till here, I don't think so. Anyone having any doubt? Okay, very good, students. Okay. So now primary waves. What is meant by primary waves? Any waves which are first one reach to the surface of the earth. Any waves which are reached to the surface of the earth after energy is emitted, the earth interior. I show you this part. Look at here, students. After energy is emitted, any waves which come first out of the earth is called primary waves. After primary waves, any waves which come out from the interior of the earth, after primary waves, any waves which come out from the interior of the earth is called secondary waves. Okay? And after this, the third is surface waves. Now after that, primary waves is the first wave which come out from the earth's surface, and after primary waves, second waves is secondary waves which come out after the primary waves. Just look at this. This wave reaches the earth's surface after the primary waves and are called secondary waves. After that, these waves are generated after main P waves and S wave. Now what is mean by P waves and S wave? P means primary, S means secondary, and L means surface. Okay, very good, Simran. Okay, the waves which are generated after P waves and S waves and reach the epicenter. Now just look at this. Okay, now this is the surface waves here. After the primary waves and secondary waves, surface waves are emitting. Surface waves are came out. Okay. So now they are flowing in a certain state of medium. I'll show you something here. Okay. So let's look at this. Primary waves always, in a fast speed from the focus of the earthquake. And if we are talking about secondary, then according to the primary, the speed of secondary waves is less than primary waves. Is less than primary waves. Just look at this. If I ask you what is the speed of the primary waves, then it is a fast speed from the focus of the earthquake. But what is the speed and velocity of the secondary waves? Then it is the less than the P waves. After that, if we are talking about surface wave, which is also called as L waves, so they travel in the directions of the circumference of the earth along the crust. Now what is all these things they are written? Just look at the students. Okay, just wait. Just wait, okay? Okay. From the circumference of the earth, they are surface waves are traveling in the circumference of the earth, epicenter, okay? Just look at this circumference of the epicenter. Okay, so now we are going to the next is how in which medium they are flowing. This wave can travel through all this state, liquid, solid and gaseous. This waves can travel through all the three states, liquid, solid and gaseous. And how they are moving? Primary waves are moving to and from, means forward and backward, okay, like this. So because of this wave can travel through all the three states, that is liquid, solid and gaseous. After that, if we are talking about secondary waves, the secondary waves are moving up and down, up and down. So, and because of this, they only travel through solid medium and absorbed in liquid medium. How the secondary waves are moving? They are moving up and down, up and down. And because of this, they can only travel through solid medium. They can only travel through solid medium and absorbed in liquid medium. Okay, I hope till here you understand. Yes, these waves are also called as forward and backward waves. Yes, very good, students. And if you are talking about surface waves are highly destructive waves because this is the last wave. So these waves are highly destructive waves. Okay, so now we are talking about seismogram. Just look at this. Whenever we are talking about earthquake, so this instrument will help to measure the earthquake seismic waves. And because of this, I show you one thing over there. Just wait. Okay, just look at this. This is a graph, okay? This is the graph. How large the seismic waves is. Through this, they understand how large the seismic waves is. This is the graph. And this is the seismogram. By this, we can understand how large the seismic waves, and because of this, earthquake happens, the magnitude of an earthquake. Yes, it is called seismograph. Very good. Okay. So now we are going to the next part. That is effect of earthquake. Now, what is the happening because of the earthquake? How many things? There are the many things happen because of the earthquake. Yes, Simran, very good. It is the measure the magnitude of the earth's surface. Okay. Effect of the earthquake. Now, what is the effect of the earthquake? Because of earthquake, cracks and fractures develop on the ground. The cracks and fractures developed on the ground. Just look at this. After this, causes landslide which leads the rock slides. I show you one thing. Because of a cracks are happening because of earthquake on the ground, so many cracks and fractures are happening. And not only that, sometimes landslides are also leads because of this earthquake. And sometimes groundwater changes. I show you one thing so you understand. Sometimes groundwater changes its courses. Okay, now what happened actually? There are many things happen because of the earthquake. Just wait, students. Because of the earthquake, many things are happening. Sometimes what happens? Many people are getting killed. The landslides are happening. Groundwater. The groundwaters are changing in courses. Example, like whales, like yes, many people are killed. And after that, because of this, main things are happening. Some areas are getting uplifted. Some areas are changing their directions and some areas are getting uplifted. Tsunamis are generated. Then because of this, so many buildings are also collapsed. Because of earthquake, so many buildings are also collapsed. I hope till here you understand the part of earthquake. Okay. So now we have moved forward to the volcano part. Okay. So now what is mean by volcano? If hot, solid, liquid and gaseous materials are thrown out from the mantle. Okay, I show you. Just look at this figure, students. Solid, liquid and gaseous part, gaseous material. Just look at this. Just look at this part. How they come out from the mantle. Whenever all this material come out from the mantle, it is called as the volcanic eruption. Whenever hot, solid, liquid and gaseous materials are thrown out from the mantle, it is called as a volcanic eruption. But how many types of volcanic eruption? Volcanic eruption can be divided into two types. Volcanic eruption can be divided into two types. And which are they? Central type, and which is also called as conical type. And next is a Fujier type volcano. Now, what are the meaning of these two things? We will understand here. First is a conical type, which is also called as a central type volcano. Okay. Central type volcano means what? Whenever molten magma. Just look at this, students. Diagram. This is the diagram over there. Whenever the molten magma, which come out, the lava which come out from the mountains. Okay. I show you one thing. Just wait. Okay. Just look at this. Here the molten magma. Whenever the molten magma come out from the land, and because of this, conical mountains are formed. Just look at this. This is a conical mountain. So because of this, conical mountains are formed. So in a little bit, in a short term, if you are saying that, what is the central type or conical type? Central type or conical type means whenever the molten magma come out from the pipe. Okay, this is the pipe, students. This is the pipe. Whenever it comes from the pipe, molten magma come out from the pipe, the conical mountains are formed. And because of this, it is also called a central type or conical volcano. After that, the next is fissure type volcano. Okay, just look at this, students. Yes, Omkar, very good. Fujian and Japan, yes, very good. Kilimanjaro is also there. Okay, so fissure type volcano means what? Whenever magma come out not from single vent means single pipe, but from many cracks. Look at this. Here magma come out from many cracks. There are the many cracks over there. What is the difference between central type volcano and fissure type volcano? Yes, in central type volcano, mountains are formed, conical mountains are formed, but the magma come out from single vent, single pipe. But here, in fissure type volcano, the magma come out from the many, not only from single vent, okay? It is come out from many cracks are there. Look at this picture. And because of that, fissure volcanoes are formed. Okay. So, and because of this, Deccan plateaus are formed. Yes, fissure are flowing everywhere because they have many cracks over there. Na? They are not coming from only single vent. So, as a result, volcano plateaus are formed. Here, because of fissure type volcano, plateaus are formed. Okay, this is the always remember part, which is not in your syllabus, that is I will cover for you. But before that, we will go to the main part, that is effect of volcano. What happened because of volcano? Because of volcano, so many people lost their lives and property. Sometimes tsunamis are also come out and generated. And because of this, what happened? Okay, students, can anyone tell me what is the effect of volcano? What are the effects of volcano? Okay. Yes, this is, I told you before also. Yes, okay. Yes, this is the same, loss of life and destroy life. Yes, pollution, okay. Okay. Because of the volcano, the imbalance of the earth are generated. Imbalance of the environment is happening. Yes, land become fertile because of ash. When the molten magmas and solid and liquid part come out, the ash are also coming out, and because of the ash, yes, mineral lands are formed. Ethally, very good. So, ash, because of ash, fertile lands are generated. Okay, Manjima, okay. After that, before going to this part, we are going to the remaining part. Just wait, students. There are the three types. We see that there are the two types of volcano. Volcano is divided into two types. But it is the three types which is not in your syllabus. Okay? But we will refer this. Okay, first is active volcano. Okay, after that dormant volcano. And the next thing, there is the next type is extinct volcano. There are three types which we will study now: active volcano, dormant volcano, and extinct volcano. Now first is active volcano. What is meant by active volcano? If the volcano eruptions are regular even in the present times also. If, for example, in a present time, for example, I give an example of, take an example of Japan. Okay, now not happening there, but now not happening in a 1 or 2 year, but yes, in Japan, there is an active volcano. Because now also in the present time also, the volcanoes are happening there. And what is the dormant volcano? When a volcano has not erupted since long, but many become active suddenly. Okay, in a dormant volcano, if we are talking in a short term, dormant volcano means, yes ma'am? This volcano which have not erupted in the past since long and not likely to erupt in the future also. The volcano, for example, Kilimanjaro. For example, the Kilimanjaro, which is in Tanzania. I given here example also for you. So which is not happen in present, in past, in future, which is not active. That volcano is called as a extinct volcano. There are the three types: active volcano, dormant volcano, and extinct volcano. Okay. So now, till here, I don't think so. Any tectonic plate. Okay. And how it is occur. Actually, there are the 7 tectonic plates. As you don't know, I think so. You know or not? There are the 7 tectonic plates are there. Okay. As it doesn't mean that every ocean having one plate. It doesn't mean Indian Ocean having, maybe Indian Ocean having 2 plates, or Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean having 1 plate. But there are the 7 tectonic plates. Just look at this. Just for 1 minute, students. Okay, I show you. Okay, this is the tectonic plates. Okay. Okay. For example, this is the Africa. Okay, and here this is the Africa. Okay, and here the one tectonic plate is there. If the tectonic, this, look at this red mark. Look at this red mark. Here the one tectonic plate is there. For example, here the one tectonic plate is there. If they are changing their direction, they are going like this and changing their direction. You know, students, I don't think you know or what, but if tectonic plate is change their direction 1 meter also, na, the